Hello, welcome back to the BTG channel. Today we will learn about the intense and dramatic developments coming up in Thursday, December 4th episode of the television series Beyond the Gates, where hidden secrets and complex schemes are gradually being revealed in the affluent community of Fairmont Crest. Leslie Thomas faces a life-or-death situation. In this special episode, Leslie Thomas will have to make an extremely important decision when she is forced to turn to Nicole Dupree Richardson for help. What's notable is that Leslie describes this situation as a life-or-death matter, a term not used casually in the intrigue-filled world of Fairmont Crest. Could this crisis be related to Ted Richardson and Shanice Johnson being trapped in an elevator? A dangerous situation mentioned in the previous episode. Or does it revolve around Peach's concerning health condition? The fact that Leslie, someone who has previously engaged in manipulative actions and attempted to sabotage the relationship between Nicole and Ted, must now turn to Nicole for help is truly a shocking turning point. The biggest question viewers are asking is whether Nicole will have enough compassion to help the woman who once schemed to destroy her family's happiness, or will she refuse and let Leslie face the consequences of her past actions? Anita Dupree had preparations for Winterfest. Meanwhile, the matriarch of the Dupree family, Anita Dupree, a former famous singer and wife of retired Senator Vernon Dupree, will proactively contact Police Chief Elon Hawthorne to request security support. This move raises many intriguing questions. Is Anita worried about Leslie and the trouble she might cause, or is she preparing strict security measures for the upcoming Winterfest festival? Winterfest, the biggest event at Fairmont Crest Country Club, will officially begin on Friday, December 5th. And given its importance, Anita certainly wants to ensure everything goes smoothly and safely. Notably, this year's festival will feature special guest Damone Roberts, a famous eyebrow styling expert from Beverly Hills, who will help the Dupree family prepare for this grand event. With Leslie having successfully bribed a board of directors to become a club member by proposing to build a new sports facility, it's highly likely that Anita will have to face this archenemy throughout the festival, creating inevitable tense conflicts. Chelsea Hamilton and Madison Montgomery face relationship crisis. Moving to another development at Fairmont Crest, the relationship between Chelsea Hamilton and Dr. Madison Montgomery is facing serious challenges as the two cannot reach agreement on an extremely important issue. Sources reveal that the main tension stems from the conflict between Madison and her mother, a complicated family situation on which Chelsea and Madison have completely opposing views. This disagreement is not just a minor quarrel, but it could deeply affect the foundation of the relationship between these two women. However, when the situation becomes most tense, an unexpected source of support will appear to help them both. The interesting question is who this unexpected helper will be. Could it be a member of the Dupree family, or someone that neither Chelsea nor Madison ever thought of? Viewers are eagerly waiting to see whether their relationship can weather this storm, and whether the intervention of a third party will truly bring a lasting solution to the fundamental differences between them. Samantha Richardson causes a dramatic confrontation, but perhaps the most shocking moment in Thursday's episode will be the tense confrontation between Samantha Richardson and her two aunts, Catherine Cott Richardson and Chelsea Hamilton. Samantha did something that angered both aunts when she revealed to her father, Martin, about an adult conversation she overheard from her two aunts. More notably, the information Samantha gathered from this conversation prompted her to take the next step with her love interest, Nathan Suttle, a bold move for a girl of Samantha's age. Chelsea and Cott, who have always supported and protected Samantha, now feel completely betrayed by their niece's actions. The exchange between these three women promises to be full of tension and emotion, with accusations and defenses flying back and forth. Will Samantha be mature enough to realize her mistake and apologize to the two aunts who have always loved and supported her? Or will she choose the path of retaliation and defend her decision? Samantha's response will not only affect family relationships that could also shape her character and maturity going forward. Lingering questions. With all these complex and tense developments, Thursday, December 4th episode of Beyond the Gates will surely bring viewers dramatic entertainment moments. Each storyline raises important questions. Will Leslie's desperate plea be enough to melt Nicole's heart? Will Anita succeed in protecting Winterfest from potential troubles? Can Chelsea and Madison mend their cracking relationship? And most importantly, can the Richardson family overcome the crisis caused by Samantha? All these questions will be answered in the upcoming episode, as secrets are revealed and relationships are tested in the affluent community of Fairmont Crest. Don't forget to watch Beyond the Gates at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, 1 p.m. Pacific Time on CBS, and streaming on Paramount Plus. You don't miss any moments. Leave a comment below about which storyline you're most looking forward to in this episode. Part 2. Beyond the Gates, Wednesday, December 3rd, 2025. A day of crumbling facades, surprising alliances, and a dangerous elevator that refuses to stop claiming victims. If Fairmont Crest is supposed to be embracing the holiday spirit, the universe clearly didn't get the memo. Despite glowing Christmas garlands appearing overnight and storefronts suddenly sparkling with festive cheer, the town is simmering with tension, fear, and a strange sense that change is sweeping in faster than anyone can control. Today's episode of Beyond the Gates intertwines danger, ambition, hard truths, and unexpected inspiration, proving once again, even in the season of joy, this community is never far from disaster. The elevator strikes again and Fairmont Crest is running out of excuses. Just as residents begin adjusting to the chaos from recent incidents, the notoriously malfunctioning elevator delivers yet another tragedy, to more victims added to its growing body count. This isn't merely a faulty piece of machinery anymore. It's becoming an omen, a silent reminder that something is deeply wrong in the infrastructure of Fairmont Crest. Whispers echo through town. Is this negligence, sabotage, or part of a much larger cover-up? For now, city officials insist on calling it an unfortunate mechanical failure, but the fear in the community says otherwise. Residents begin posting videos online, urging for repairs, inspections, and transparency. The elevator becomes more than a set-piece, it becomes a symbol of how quickly life can collapse when no one pays attention. Christmas magic or holiday camouflage. While danger brews, the holiday transformation of Fairmont Crest catches nearly everyone off guard. Overnight, twinkling lights wrap around lampposts. Businesses glow with wreaths and ribbons, and the town square boasts a towering tree that seems to have appeared out of thin air. Locals joke about Christmas elves doing the work, but beneath the laughter is the sense that the decorations are a distraction, something pretty to hide the town's growing fractures. Longtime residents know that Fairmont Crest's holiday season often brings more conflict than calm. Still, there's something comforting about seeing each character's personality reflected in their holiday decor. Isaiah's minimalistic silver garlands, Eva's vibrant, over-the-top storefront display, Samantha's DIY window stars, and Vernon's old-school tinsel from a bygone era. It's a rare moment of softness among the chaos. Tyrell versus June. Tension at Orphe Jeans. Over at Orphe Jeans, things are far from festive. Tyrell arrives with an attitude sharp enough to slice through steel, tossing one biting comment after another in June's direction. His resentment is raw, but is clearly covering something deeper: fear, guilt, or a truth he refuses to speak aloud. Meanwhile, the waitress confesses to Samantha that she may soon lose her job, and with it the medical benefits she desperately relies on. Their conversation turns unexpectedly emotional as they discuss what survival looks like when you're unhoused, how every decision, even small ones, comes with enormous consequences. Samantha, always the quiet thinker, carries this conversation with her. Later, she suggests an ambitious idea. What if Martin launched a free community clinic? A place where people like the waitress wouldn't have to choose between their health and their livelihood. Tyrell, for his part, admits privately to Smitty that the real reason he's irritable is his fear of losing Jessica if he finally tells her how he feels. Vulnerability isn't Tyrell's strong suit, but today, her crack finally shows. Isaiah impresses Eva, subtle shift in power. Elsewhere, Isaiah Hawthorne manages to score major points with Eva, a woman who doesn't hand out her approval easily. Whether intentional or not, he positions himself as someone capable, reliable, and surprisingly thoughtful, a dangerous combination for a town where influence often changes hands without warning. Eva sees potential in him. Isaiah sees opportunity in her. Their newfound connection could either ignite a powerful alliance or detonate spectacularly. Joey's calculated moves. A meeting with a power player. Joey Armstrong is a man who never does anything without purpose. And today he takes a private meeting with a mystery power broker Simeon, influential enough that even Joey adjusts his tone. The details of their conversation remain hush-hush, but whatever they discuss leaves Joey with a rare flicker of unease. Is this about expanding his casino empire, buying political leverage, or cleaning up the mess he's already made? One thing is clear. Joey is preparing for war, and he's choosing his allies carefully. Samantha's spark. June inspires a new path. Back in town, June unexpectedly becomes a source of inspiration for Samantha. Watching June confront her struggles head-on with Tyrell belittling her reminds Samantha that courage doesn't always roar. Sometimes it's the quiet persistence of showing up for yourself despite the world pushing you down. This pushes Samantha towards something bigger, the desire to create real change, not just talk about it. She begins drafting plans, contacting people, and taking the first steps toward becoming a young leader in Fairmont Crest without even realizing she's doing it. Martin and Vernon. Politics, honesty, and old regrets. In one of the episode's strongest storylines, Martin meets with Vernon to discuss the upcoming midterms. Martin presents his ideas with confidence, but Vernon immediately calls him out for sounding like a cookie-cutter politician repeating talking points he doesn't fully believe. Their generational clash, sharp yet strangely warm. Vernon, a natural performer, even proves he has more talent for social media than Martin expected, dropping witty lines and showing off a surprising charisma that the internet would eat up. Martin pushes back, insisting that voters are more concerned about electricity bills and rent hikes than viral dances or clever hashtags. It's one of the rare moments where both men are right in their own way. But the conversation turns heavier when Martin confesses that Joey attempted to buy him off with a political donation. Martin turned him down, recognizing the bribe for what it was. Vernon's reaction is a mix of regret and anger. He quietly admits that he wishes he had never allowed Joey into their circle, that inviting a wolf into your home is much easier than getting rid of one. This moment, raw and human, reveals the cost of past choices and how those decisions continue to shape the family's future.